Oh no. Spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it.
Phew.
I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not. This is the Spear of Gungnir, right? You definitely just came up with that now. Nuh-uh. If you played the first game, how do you think Junko died? Or, Junko originally died, we'll say.
Hey!
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle.
What?
What? Nezumi Castle?
What the
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you mice! Damn you all to hell! See, even he doesn't know what's inside the castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight of the end of the cord coming out of the handle... It looks like that part has blood on it too. For some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later. Spear of Gungnir. So, did Nagito do this to himself? Or at least, if he didn't do this to himself, someone set this up to where he was holding on to the, wire that held up the spear, and thus came plunging down to finish him off. And that's why he died at 12, because that's after the fact. Weird. Huh. It's hard to say for sure, man. I didn't check his face, which looks like it's duct tape. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with tape. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it back once I'm done investigating here.
Hey!
Putting the tape back isn't the issue. You ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed. Blood on Nagito's face. Now, does it look like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm? Or it does look like it came from his left arm, okay. If that's the case... Man, it's no use. She's not listening.
Hey!
Hey, about the blood splattered on his face? There's no blood under the duct tape.
Huh?
What's wrong with that?
Well?
This duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. Okay, duct tape in the books. Alright, we've looked at everything except for this part down here by his feet. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito, they also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge toward him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture?
Huh?
I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so,
Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge toward Nagito. Refusing to let him die easily, I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? I don't know yet. This is a very elaborate thing that happened all of a sudden. I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly-looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible, and I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. What's wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with being abnormal. I wanted to look at one thing about that last truth bullet we got, though, the duct tape one. Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape. However, the blood that spattered onto his face wasn't under the duct tape. The tape itself had a lot of crinkles in it, as if Nagito was desperately moving his mouth underneath it. So there's no blood under the duct tape, which means he was duct taped before he got killed, is what you're saying, basically. That's all that really tells me. Anyway, alright. Moving on. What else is around here? There's plenty of other shit. Let's see. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. Oh, these are where we threw all the grenades. This is probably... Yup. Our fault. Those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. Fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. Indeed. What about the plushie with a big hole in it, though? Monokuma's dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey. No response. He's dead, Jim. He's dead, Jim. Oh, that's Monokuma. Just kidding. I'm not dead. Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal too, though. Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading. What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Why did he do it? Making a hole like he got stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood? Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you
I had nothing to do with that. Huh?
You're so evil.
He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Manami. But you better watch what you say. But I feel like it. I can wipe you out easily, you know. Or if I feel like it. Yeah, I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you till the very end.
I can't move.
I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma. Okay. Looks like those annoyances are gone. Thank you. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? No idea how this connects to the incident. But, just knowing that we have it may mean something. Okay, last but not least, we have... There's a lighter here. Oh, it's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. The oil lighter was placed here.
Just kidding.
Ah, an oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
Is a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well,
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them. That is very true.
which means...
So using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? Oh, using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
You are
The
right.
killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. He caused a fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set a fire to their crime scene, but... I'm trying to see if I spot the last Monokuma doll, which we still haven't found, by the way. I mean, at this point, other than collectability-wise, it's not really a reason to grab it. I already got all the fucking presents from the Monomana machine, so it's just pretty much a formality to get all the collectibles. Anyway, I'm not seeing it here, so let's just talk to everybody. Mattered for Gundam's killing and for me cons, but it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter?
So...
The time. Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's time. It's 12:30 p.m. So it also has a clock function. Then that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill? Fresh. Seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? Right, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon.
All right.
Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died, the killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare.
All right.
Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious.
Huh?
Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. Except for... Well, yeah, okay. We all had time to set this up. But his time of death, we were all good. Other than Sonya. Sonya showed up right as the fireworks went off. But I don't think she did this either. Anyway. Oops, I already talked to you. Sorry, I did not mean to talk to you again. Fujihiko, what up, dude? I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's going to happen? Huh? What's going to happen? This rotten school trip's going to end, right? We can finally go back home. Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey!
What do you mean, something?
Shut up!
He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
Damn it!
I don't know. This is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through this class trial.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
You...
And don't bring up strange stuff like that. Yeah, okay. Chiaki, anything I didn't see? She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about the sprinkler. That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
Well,
You can see a girder right next to it, right? There.
see?
What? Can you see that red streak? There's blood on the ceiling? Huh? How would that happen? Huh? You're right, I definitely see it. Looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood? Blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Huh. Blood on the girder. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating for the area behind the curtain. Killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone to the trouble of tying him with a rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas and figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first. Let's talk to Sonya anyways.
So just as
If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial, then we can think about what will happen after. Indeed. And Kazuichi, one of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way. It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and look around some more. You guys just do your thing. Alright, so obviously... What? Oh my god. It didn't even occur to me that these were set up like dominoes until just now. Oh, somebody set up some Rube Goldberg shit. As soon as Akane bumped open the door, it knocked over all this shit, set the fire off, and then killed Nagito. We killed Nagito. We all did. We all did it. Oh, that could be interesting. Alright, anyway, let's go ahead and check out the MP3 player real quick. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. Why is this here?
Maybe.
Looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started. Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it. That music was playing from that MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? The MP3 player has been added. For dramatic effect, duh. Anyway, let's check out this domino shit. Here, there are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? The last time I came in here, I seem to recall they were all stacked up over there. They should have been neatly put away. Maybe we're the ones who made this mess? Huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is when Akane busted the door down. Duh. Yep, with those words, Akane brushed off the warnings and blah 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 into the warehouse. Blah blah blah. We know. We know. Why does it have to give me all of this? Could it be? Was that it?
Well?
And there's something else I've been wondering.
Hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over, starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that one line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So...
Isn't this clearly strange? Strange, that means we can speculate that this was done intentionally. Yup. These bears fall like dominoes, 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 dominoes. Okay, there's boxes over here that we can examine. Hold up. Tons of CDs. All these CDs, they're all copies of Monokuma's music. These should have been burned too. These should have been. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Okay, I guess we can look at this stack of books. There are a bunch of books and stacked on top of each other. Apparently they contain Monokuma's poetry and photos. The sprinklers completely soaked them. I can't even turn the pages anymore. Well, it's not like I'm missing much. You don't think he has sick-ass poetry, bro? Should I be talking to everybody in this area, too? I guess so. Looks like this side is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there were an important clue here, you might not be able to notice it. But it's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. Good thing we were able to put out the fire.
Hey.
There was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades.
You are right.
I agree. If we did, we would have been caught by the sprinklers and become all wet and soggy. Miss Sonia's all wet. She's all drenched and soggy. Ha!
Hey!
You were thinking that, huh?
Of course not!
I wasn't thinking that at all.
Say what?
Why are you responding, Kazuichi? I was asking Hajime.
Whoa.
You're screwing with me.
This.
Oh my, screwing? How lewd.
Hey!
Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second. Kazuichi, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already. For real, though. Okay. Kazuichi, anything? Well, even though I did say I was gonna freaking kill him,
Hey!
there's no way I would have actually done it. I was just upset, you know? Yeah, I know. Fuhiko? We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. Alright, Sonia? Looks like Sonia's focused on investigating the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I needed to ask her about. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey Sonia, you got a minute? Yes, what is it? I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded.
Huh?
Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It's not a bomb. Why did you know the bombs were a fake? Well, that's not all either. When you were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing during that time?
Oh my. It cannot be.
Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus, shit, you son of a bitch! What? Whoa, dude. Where'd you get that language from? Hello? Sonia?
I am sorry.
I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you. Why was I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh?
Well,
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So, I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and wanted to investigate them?
that is...
As I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we were all gathered.
Please listen.
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out the bombs at the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What?
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. And I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin. Interesting.
However, that plan was an utter failure. The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display.
Yup.
God damn it all to hell!
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Mommy as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. Yeah, what was that about? That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. Probably. If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. Of course they were. He had a laptop, he had an elaborate setup for the bombs. Well, firework bombs, whatever. The problem is his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right, I got it. Huh. Sonia's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay. Alright, pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there are still so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried. Yeah, I am.
Well,
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? You might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Izumi Castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room, too. If I'm going to understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him. I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating.
can you
Hey, you
hear
guys.
me?
Isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas, too? In response to Shiaki, the others gathered around her.
I see.
I agree.
see.
I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea.
Huh?
But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So we need to search for them in other areas, probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give up completely. You don't really need to say that.
Hey!
Then it's okay if we leave this place? It's okay. Oh, of course it's okay. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just start with the factory since we're already here. Why ditch this place when we are already here? We got things we can examine, right? I don't know which parts are going to be evidence, but let's do it anyways. Start with the laptop. That reminds me, when we saw Nagito's video message on this laptop... Is he still watching us from somewhere? He's not. What do you do with him? Timed message set with the detonator. Okay. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. Besides that video, there might be data on this laptop. A clue. That thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but it's no use. It's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe. Sonia?
My,
I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into.
however...
While I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
Well?
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here. Huh?
Do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you think that the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that? A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
Alright!
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. Hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly mess with it?
Easy as
Either
pie.
way, it is all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean? Stop! There's no bomb!
Hey,
You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is a soft weight of cotton.
I see. I see.
You're right.
However...
Then, where did Nikito obtain the bomb he used?
who knows?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base.
What?
To tell you the truth, the bombs there were all fakes.
Please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Phew, I feel relieved. But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
Well,
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
That is...
Did I say something I should not have said? It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Okay. Apparently Monokuma's account matters. Oh, the bomb. Yeah. The bomb did not come from the military base. That's pretty much what we learned there. Okay. Apparently the bombs that were stuffed on this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base, and Nagito must have brought it in from here. From there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. Okay. What about anything else? Oh, manufacturing equipment? It's an enormous machine, but it's stopped for now. Looks like there's nothing related to the incident here. Okay. Well, let's go back to the break room. Because wasn't it weird that all the fire extinguishing stuff was taken away? Somebody obviously replaced the fire grenades with something. There's nothing on the floor. It looks like a clue, not even trash. Okay. Apparently there's nothing in there. But isn't that weird that all the fire grenades we used were useless? And somebody took the rest of the fire extinguishing equipment also? Which was Sonia mentioned. So, I don't know. I suppose that might matter in the long term, but for now, I don't know what there's anything we can do with that. But let's just remember that detail. It's going to suck, because after this investigation, or at least for this part of the investigation, I don't know how much longer this is going to be, I'm probably going to take a break. And it's going to be like a few days before I record the next episode when the trial happens. So the trial is going to go very poorly. I can already smell it. Oh well. Anyway, military base. Yes, we need to go here. I'm like, where do I need to go again? I need to go to military base. I need to check out Nagito's room and the castle. Right. Okay. So what are we checking here? I guess we'll just check the truck over here. Huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed in the truck bed.
Whoa!
I found it. What did you find?
Huh?
Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like survival knife. Wait, isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand?
Maybe.
Which means the killer obtained that knife here.
All
So
right.
the killer is someone who visited this military base at least once. That's everyone, though. No, not me. This is the first time I've ever been here. That sounds fishy. A little bit. We check everything? I don't know. When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty, nothing here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth.
However...
So the bombs disappeared. Got it. Okay, but did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. Nah, never mind. He said that as much in the video message. Yeah, he said they weren't real. Were you surprised? Yeah. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No. Is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. Probably. Tank? Bombs were fake. This might be fake too. But I'm not brave enough to check for myself. Pansy. Kazuichi, anything?
Man.
Damn it, this place is This dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, you gotta take better care of these. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. Indeed. Okay, helicopter's really the only thing left here. It's that dreadful helicopter, the one that executed Taro Taro. Doesn't have anything to do with this incident. And I guess we're out of here? Alright, we're out of here. I assume the game will tell me if there's something in an area that I'm in. And it'll be like, hey, you probably should look there some more. Anyway, we're good on this island. We gotta go check out 4th Island, and we gotta go back to 1st Island. So, I guess 4th Island is first. We'll go check out the castle. We gotta go see where that spear came from. And I'm starting to think that the last Monokuma doll that I don't have for this chapter might be in Nagito's room, since we're gonna go check his room out. Anyway, let's get up in there, dude. Let's get up in there. I didn't really get a proper look around last time anyway, so let's do it. Anybody else here? Fuyuhiko is here, huh? What's up, dude?
Yo.
Look at the wall of spears. I guess it's obvious where the weapon came from. Indeed. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is hanging from the wall. This spear is definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought, it looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weight on the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gungnir, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. Why if the killer used the spear and a knife?
well, yeah.
Yeah, they could have just killed him with the knife, and it would have been easier, too. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose this spear for a reason. What could that reason be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. Feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer, even after he's died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. That it? I don't have to look at the floor again? Password to the ancient ruin, but the most important part is erased. Nagito was the only one who found out the password written here, and he apparently went inside, but now that he's dead, are we unable to get the password? It's gonna be in his room! It better be in his room. God damn it. Because if it isn't, then that's fucked up. How are we ever gonna get inside? Either that or the trader is going to have to tell us the password because they happen to know it. But it would stand to reason that Nagito left us the password in death, especially if he killed himself like I'm starting to think that he might have. This is all starting to seem like an elaborate, like, Rube Goldberg situation where he set it up to get him, kill himself. Or at least have us deliver the finishing blow, so to speak. So we'll just have to see. Anyway, yeah, let's go back to 1st Island and check out his room. It's the last thing on the list to check other than the ruins, but if we can't get in the ruins, there's no reason to check. All the more reason why I'm starting to believe password's gotta be in his room. Gotta be. Gotta be. Also the last goddamn doll. I mean, unless the last doll's gonna be in the ruins, which would be interesting. Oh shit. What the hell is she doing here with Monokuma? Oh, this is his room, that's why. Okay.
Hajime.
Oh, Hajime.
What's this?
Oh my! You want to go inside Nagito's room too?
What are you gonna
I was
do?
just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye. I didn't do that.
Boy,
Then do it!
crowd.
It's sweet because it's made out of black bean paste. Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine, fine.
I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right?
Now then. Loose.
Creak.
Bye-bye.
See? I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now. This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that?
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage keys are computerized?
Hey,
More
hey.
importantly, let's go inside now that the door's open. Yeah, you're right. You right. She's always right, dude. She's always right. We should have a yeah, you right counter. Mon Ami's pink box! I almost forgot about it. There it is. So Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? Can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us? No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. See? He sacrificed himself so he would give us all hope. I know it! I can feel it! Anyway, let's see. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well. Alright, well, let's grab this Monokuma doll in the bath. Last one for this chapter. We definitely got them all this time.
No.
I'm still wondering how I missed one last chapter. It still bothers me, man. Alright, well, there seems to be a lot of things to look at here. I don't know why I want to look at everything besides this big pink box. Let's do it. There's a refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. Nagito probably supplied it himself. I wouldn't go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room. Does he really enjoy cold drinks? As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. Body parts! Wait, what? There really isn't much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle. For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he's stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Really? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? I don't know. If you fucking read it, maybe you'll know. Took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death? Hey, this is...
Could it be?
Yeah, it looks like it's poison. Poison? Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it. Stop it. If you worry like that, I'm gonna get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes, and it is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. Huh. This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But where did Nagito get something like this?
Well,
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel, right? Apply to the bomb?
see?
There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items. The octagon inside the funhouse. Oh, that's me. But anyway, yeah. This poison, he must have brought it with him here from there too, right? He was
Perhaps.
probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. What about this poison? Huh?
See?
Looks like the bottle's less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? Another trap? For
Perhaps.
example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it could be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island. Everyone on the island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you died? I don't know about all that. Man. I'm a little skeptical about what Chiaki just led us to believe, but let's just keep looking around. A lot of books arranged here. Did Nagito bring these from the library? In addition to books, there's a bunch of random crafts stuffed under the shelf. Okay. It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through that stuff.
Hey.
Let's just leave it for later. Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of interesting stuff going on over there anyways. Alright, bed's the last check and then the pink box. It's the bed that comes with the cottages. It looks just like the one in my room, but...
Hey.
maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's the usual place for hiding things. Yeah, like porn. What? Well, we should check just in case. no expectations, and without thinking, I peeked under the bed, and... Huh, there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What is this? Looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? Gas mask and rubber gloves? He was hiding these under his bed? What did Nagito use this stuff for? That is a good question.
Hajime.
Is there anything else under the bed? Let's see. Peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag, and there's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminum? Okay. A round, thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait.
Who knows? Might be too soon to decide that. Okay. Blue piece of paper. Huh. Interesting. Alright, well, now can we look at the motherfucking treasure box? Let's do it. Fancy looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Could this be? Can you let me know if you find my treasure? Yup.
Perhaps.
Treasure box. Chiaki, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Minami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Minami was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out. Might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. Might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If this wasn't important, Nagito would have stolen it from Minami in the first place. Turned back toward the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside there was a notebook. Looks like a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card to me. Or Pokemon card. But it says notebook on it, so okay. This is it? Why is a notebook inside this treasure box like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Huh. Okay. Day 1. I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2. Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What is this, a diary? Looks like it. Did Minami write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. Kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, Day 4, Day 5, page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but looks like there aren't any clues here. Right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Okay. Hajime tried to go to the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? It's nothing.
Stop it!
Don't look at my notebook! Whoa. From out of nowhere, Minami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I won't forgive you.
I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Geez, that was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late.
Huh?
But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief?
No!
Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student.
Hey.
Hey, that notebook, it's pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way. That's right. This is my important diary where all of my maiden secrets are written.
Hey!
You're such a liar. What? You always show up out of nowhere. Monami, it's not good to lie, you know. Lie? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Minami can't even write. Huh? What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong!
No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. See? Bullseye! I know, because I'm the same way, too. Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey!
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. Hey, Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? Huh? He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it? Well, you know, it's, how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me. Hold on. Damn it, she totally ran away again.
Yep.
The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her. But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her. Yeah, one less detail that Chiaki has heard, for sure. That could be a helpful thing that we know that she doesn't know. Alright. Well, have we looked at everything in here? We'll start with Chiaki real quick. Our time for investigating is winding down.
So...
The bookshelf might take some time to investigate, so we should try examining some other areas first. Am I not done? I mean, the last thing I haven't examined is the window, unless you count the camera and the fucking monitor, but I'm not going to examine those unless I have to. Basically, that's like the cottage, and nothing about the window that catches my eye. Are we done here? Oh, wait, what? We're not done here? What have I not looked at? The door to his bathroom? It's structured just like my room. The shower room is over here. Looks like there aren't any clues here. Okay. Do I look at the box again? Fancy looking treasure box. Apparently stolen from Nami's house. If it's here. That means Nagito is the one who stole this. Why would Nagito steal this? Did he want the notebook that was inside? Monami didn't write in that notebook, so who did? No, that notebook doesn't matter right now. Okay, well, we haven't found the fucking password, which is what I was expecting to find in here. I'm gonna search the bookcase again. A lot of books and mysterious items.
Well?
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. Do they now? I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this. So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles. That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you, Hajime. What? Wait, huh? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff here. Well, that might be true, but...
See?
So, I'll leave this shelf to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Except... Huh? Yup, the file from Monokuma! This is another one. The one that says stuff just about Hajime, as he said. But that's not true. School badge of hope, whatever, blah blah blah. Information about the memories, file doesn't contain their information, blah blah blah. Lies. Nagito said this is only contained information about me, but is it really true? Look at this, it should be obvious, right? He said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies, too. I opened the file and held my hand to confirm it. Opened the file that I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really was only my information, then why is this file so thick? True that. As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me, just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information about the others. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonia. And everyone who died had pages of information about them, too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information. My ass. I can't believe he... Oh, sorry. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie, too. I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information, such as my date of birth, my height and weight, and so forth. There was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words reserve course student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why am I here with all the other ultimates?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Well, I just found a strange file. Uh-oh. Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. It's not just my profile. Profiles of everyone on this island are in here, too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right. My profile is really in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
What are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami.
Da-na-na.
Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
Uh-oh.
No way!
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on that, you might think he might be the traitor. No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Host Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life, it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason. A different reason?
You're getting
How should I
all
put this?
riled up.
You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. That Byakuya? Oh my god, that early theory in the game that somebody said in the comments, it might actually come true. Holy shit. I didn't want to overthink that because, you know, I was waiting until we got to a point where we were going to start investigating why we were on the island. But we're here now. We're here now. You're basing that on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean? You don't have to ask me that. You'd know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right? Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. Suddenly, I came across a page that was filled with question marks. What? The ultimate imposter! Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Holy shit. The ultimate imposter. Yo. Okay. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter? Whoa. Okay. That's that Byakuya's true identity! True identity? He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami. A fake?
Hey,
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. Though I'm not jealous of that at all. Huh. He's able to exist as anybody. Man. The possibilities here. Oh, okay. Man, okay. That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
so
His physique doesn't
cool.
affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. Then when he was lying to us the whole time?
But still.
But he couldn't help it. What? Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
'Cause that was his talent. Huh? Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not. In that sense, compared to the other Ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating. What the hell?
Anyway,
I'm not happy that you guys fell for that scam lad I had nothing to do with.
that's
So I'll
right.
tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. And being distrusted in turn, for a long time my life has been a living hell. Huh. Based on the context, if I had to guess,
No,
maybe he was just
no.
complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. Shh. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Host Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss.
Phew.
Geez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Manami or the traitor. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course.
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Host Peak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
correct.
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right? Nailed it.
Hey.
We can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right? Well, probably. Nagito did say he deduced it his own way, though. He didn't get it from the file. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure about this?
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know. Time's up. Wait.
Bye.
Excuse me for a moment. Uh-oh. Well, I think it's time, guys. Well, let's just get through this announcement part, and then we'll probably call this an episode. That chime just now.
What is most important for living things? Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock.
The last class trial? Is Chapter 6 not going to have a trial? There's no way. There's no way. We're going to do one more trial. There's no fucking way this is the last trial. Either that or there's going to be some other kind of weird game thing we're going to do at the end. But I think there's still going to be one more trial. There's going to be 6 chapters, because this is just going to be figuring out this kill, and then there still has to be the mystery, right? They're going to do a mystery thing like the last game, right? Where the whole last chapter is us just trying to solve the mystery of why we're here. That's got to be it. Anyway, we'll have to wait and see, but I'm guessing it has to be. But anyway, let's focus on this. Last class trial, quote unquote.
I'll see you soon.
The last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
Still.
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once? Nah, he wouldn't do that. Not by himself.
Well,
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You right. You always right. Class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
but still,
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know. You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. She's always right, man. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, As long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. We got this. Alright, guys. I'm going to stop right here because we're going to go to Monokuma Rock and go to the trial in the next one. But holy moly, what a friggin' session this has been. I've recorded these last 3 episodes all at once, so holy moly. From hanging out with Sonya, all the way up to Nagito dying, all the way up to investigating the death, to finding out all the shit we just learned about Byakuya and the Ultimate Imposter. Holy moly, do I have information to think about. Hopefully I can remember all the details of this investigation, and everything that happened leading up to when Nagito died. All of those details are going to matter, but I still say Chiaki's the traitor. Did she kill Nagito, though? I'm thinking probably not. I'm still leaning toward it's possible he set this whole thing up to get him to kill himself to help us figure out who the traitor is. But we'll see. We'll see. Either way, I'm going to shut up for now. My voice is dying, if you couldn't already tell by how it sounds. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Trial time, baby. I'm excited. We're getting close. We're getting close. This is exciting. See you in the next one. Peace!